It's that time of the year where we're looking at practice, and today we're looking at the Chicago Bears, and we're getting a good look at Kyle Monagai. We're going to watch clips from him working out rookie camp and a little bit of OTAs, but before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now, because we're looking at rookie camp, mini camp, OTA, soon-to-be training camp, workout clips of your favorite players, your rookies, seeing what they're doing behind the scenes, seeing what's happening at practice on as many players as possible every single day. If you want to keep tabs on your players this summer, click that button, stop missing out. We've been doing this for years. We'll do this next year after that. So you're going to want to keep tabs of your players. Today we're looking at Kyle Monagai. 1:22 of clips, a little bit of OTAs. I can see DeAndre Swift right there. Proof that some of these are OTAs. And a little bit of rookie camp. A little bit of everything here. And I'm a little late to the game on Monangai on the rookie camp clips, but I'm covering all the rookies and giving analysis, and it's so many per day and so many rookies. But here's Monangai right there. Boom, 25. One thing you can say is he's very twitched up in these drills. Very twitched up. A lot of people excited about him too. There we go. Boom. Good feet. And this guy was a hammer for Rutgers. He was a hammer. Good between the tackles. Look how compact he is. But watch him. Good feet. Good feet. Good feet. There's not many unnecessary steps. There's not many. Slippage or anything. Slow-mo. Slow-mo. The Bears getting footage of him. That's pretty important. That means not coaching staff important. But that means he's showing off enough. There's him getting some coaching. But that means he's showing off enough where camera crew, social media, editing team sees him a bit and they're like, whoa, this is kind of cool. But he's able to do something in practice to do that. There we go on the cones. Watch his feet. Limited drift, limited steps. Everything looking good and smooth. Everything looking good and smooth. So Bears fans who don't look at the draft year in and year out may look at this as the late round running back and be like, this is another guy in the back end of the depth chart. This might be another dude that we see in training camp and not hear anything else about. There's potential for that, but you have to register that this is one of the greatest running back classes of all time. We have top end talent in the first round. We have good talent in the second and third rounds, and it's deep throughout the whole draft, UDFAs. And that being said, you're getting better talented players, that doesn't sound right, but you're getting more talented players compared to other years in the later rounds. What you're getting out of him is a guy with good vision, good feet, that can grind it between the tackles, and you're getting more than just a late round pick. You're getting a guy with the upside here that in any other draft might get drafted a little bit sooner. Might be holding a harder market because there's so many good running backs. It's just flushed with running backs. Flushed with guys we're paying attention to. You got to pay attention to all of them. When it comes to late round running backs, running back A could be better than running back B, but running back B gets in a position where their starters get hurt, and running back B gets the opportunity and becomes a very good running back in the league. And you got to pay attention to all of them. And then you got to look at the traits of running backs A, B, C, and D then for that to happen. So we're looking at Kyle Monagai here. We're looking at a running back here with good traits up the gut between the tackles. DeAndre Swift, he's been holding up pretty good as of late. Let's just say that. He's been holding up pretty good as of late. But we do have an injury history that's years back, really, with Detroit. That was the main thing, the main moniker. But we have been holding up pretty good as of late. We'll say that. But running backs are going to running back, and running backs get hurt. And that's just part of the game. We're running and having collisions into 300-pound dudes multiple times a game. Just a lot of hell in the body. And the guys on the back end depth chart, you got to pay attention to, and you got to see what you have there. What kind of upside you got in that prospect. What did he do in college? How did he test at the combine? What's the athleticism? How he looks on tape. You got to know these players. You got a running back here that, if attrition hits, that might be able to exceed expectations for you. Let's just say that. He's not Ashton Genty. He's not Marion Hampton. He's not that. But he's a good running back. He's a good running back for a lot of committees out there. He's a running back that could probably push a lot of depth charts. He'll probably push this depth chart. He'll push a lot of depth charts out there. You see the feet. It's not like there's an extra step on those cones. He's not like he's slipping a lot. He's a good running back prospect who can handle a good workload. That could gel well, that could hold it down. Now, if you want fantasy football analysis, like we're talking redraft, it's kind of outside the scope of your drafts unless we start making more noise in training camp and we climb the roster a little bit more. But a guy that you're going to monitor throughout the season. You're going to monitor all the rookie running backs throughout the season. I'm going to have this series called the You Need series, and pretty much I go over all the waiver wire players one by one, saying it's titled You Need X Player, You Need X Player, and I talk about why you need them, why you don't, go over all the analytics, and it's going to be flushed with running backs every week, and you need to just be following the rookie running backs from the late rounds, because those are the guys that could randomly pop, and it could be any of them. Like I said, running back A could be better than running back B, but opportunity matters at the running back position. And we've seen it where even bad running backs can get you points in fantasy scoring. They can help you in fantasy points, help your fantasy team. They'll help you like once every 3 or 4 games. They'll help you in a pinch when you don't have running backs. But he's got talent. He's got talent. We got to see on the field. We got to see how that gels more in camp. But he's got some pop. He's got good vision. He can grind it. He's a very good running back. Now, you're talking dynasty. This is a great dart throw pick. This is a great dart throw pick in your rookie drafts. And it's all about the macro strategy. And really, after that, it's how many leagues you're in. And then what you want to do in your league. The strategy with your team. The strategy working the market in your league. There's a lot going in. So the macro strategy for this year. Last year's macro strategy is we hammered wide receiver. A lot of them hit. Some of them didn't hit so well, but we hammered wide receiver. We sprinkled the wide receivers. We diversified depending on how many leagues we're in. And then we took the values at running back. If they fell a little bit more than ADP, average draft position, then we went there. But it was a good wide receiver class. We led into the strength. That being said, in most of our leagues, we should have came out pretty good at wide receiver with Brian Thomas, Lad McConkey, maybe some guys that are more like assets that increased in value that you could have done something with. It is what it is. But again, now it's the running back year and wide receivers light. So we're leaning in the running back. You're taking the guys you like, the guys you want at the price you want. Not overpaying, underpaying. You're just leaning into it. And you're also monitoring the wide receivers, and you're just taking the values that come to you when the tiers break off. And that's it. So when we're looking at the later rounds of your rookie drafts, guys like Monangai, some of the other late round running backs here that are going in the 4th round, 3rd round, 5th round, whenever you want to start pulling the trigger on those guys, it's up to you. Late round running backs, all they need is a starter to go down. They're gaining some steam. That being said, a good dart throw. I like him as a dart throw. Like when I do rankings, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like stud, next to stud, next to stud. Flyers I like that I'm chasing. Other flyers. And he was one of the flyers I liked. I like him. But I also understand like there's a lot of good running backs in this class. I'm diversifying heavy. Bears fans, just so you know, if you're still here, that you got a good running back on your roster that is very able to take over, exceed expectations in season if attrition hits, injuries hit. It's going to hit more teams this year than last year. The injury bug did not bite as much running backs last year as previous years. They were on a low. So the injury bug should boost it up a bit to average, unless we over time start getting a new average due to the committees. We have to see over the course of time. But right now, last year, and you can count the year prior too, a little bit below average. So don't be surprised if more running backs get hurt and it's really at average and you feel like it's a lot. That being said, watch the rookie running backs. Watch guys like Kyle Monagai. Watch him, see what he's doing. But there's an upside with these backup running backs this year. A lot more upside. It's a very talented running back class. Some very productive running backs who can catch the ball, pounders up the gut. You got a little bit of everything in this class and a little bit more. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.